Let me introduce to you guys Christopher Griffin and Ed Hopkins. Are you guys there?
We are here.
We
Awesome.
are here. Appreciate it, Dave. Thanks a lot. Good evening. Thanks for that fantastic welcome.
Well, it's so true, you know. And in my opinion, again, I don't want to get too far into it, but in my opinion, any tool that helps knock the walls down so you can go out and clean house in the offline world, that's the right way to approach a new product, and I think you guys have got something really awesome here.
Yeah,
so I'm happy to be part of it.
You can definitely knock down the walls. You just got to make sure you pick the hammer up before you leave the house.
Right, exactly.
If you leave it in the corner, it's not going to do you any good. You got to pick it up and take it out there. But we have that tool, and I'd like to welcome everybody tonight. Ed and I are going to show you a lot on this webinar. But before we do, I think I need to flash this screen right here. And what we're doing is we're going to be giving away 2 local business solution systems tonight. We're going to have a contest. So right now, everybody grab your phone and text LBS, stands for Local Business Solution, to 614-472-8377. All right? We want to put that in the chat box as well, Dave?
Yeah, I'm going to punch it in there. I'm probably going to screw it up in the process, but I'm going to punch it in nevertheless.
So we're going to, 2 lucky people are going to win a LBS system tonight. All right, so make sure you stay tuned. All right, you guys ready for a different type of webinar than what you're used to? I know you've been on a lot of webinars, but how about a true show and tell session, void of the boring 2-hour slide presentations, self-proclaiming pitch fests, been there, done that products? You guys ready for something like that? True show and tell, where we show and tell something amazing. You get to interact with us and ask lots of questions. You know, just like in school. Remember you stood up in front of the class and you showed something really cool and creative, and you get to wow all the students and they ask you questions about it. And we're going to do the same thing tonight. Even though I'm kind of going through a presentation right now, I'm going to move through quickly, and we're going to get to the meat and potatoes of this and show you the local business solution. It's a very, very powerful system. You're going to learn all about it. You're going to have the opportunity to ask us tons of questions, not the normal 10 minutes at the end of the webinar questions, but we're going to open it up and let you fire away. We want everyone to understand what the local business solution is and how it can benefit you and businesses in your area and beyond. Okay? Here's the thing. We promise not to try and sell you anything. Not going to try to sell you anything on this webinar. Okay? But instead, we're going to let you sell yourself. We're going to let you decide if our breakthrough system will change how you think about making bank with offline businesses. If you do, and you choose to join us, we'll do everything we can to help you succeed.
Roz says yes, exclamation point. Jack says go for it. They're getting impatient, Chris. Step it up.
Go for it. Okay. Everybody heard of a little company called Groupon? I'm sure a lot of us have here. Well, just an important, an eye-opening stat here. In 2010, marketers distributed more consumer packaged goods, coupons, than the prior year, reaching $332 billion. That's the largest single-year distribution quantity ever recorded in the United States. So what is Groupon? Groupon, if you don't know, Groupon features a daily deal on the best stuff to do, see, eat, and buy in more than 300 markets in 35 countries. More importantly, it's a way for customers to receive large discounts from local, regional, and national businesses. And just a few compelling stats here about Groupon. 83.1 million subscribers as of March 31st, 2011. Big jump from 2009, wouldn't you say? Company is in 175 North American markets, 43 countries in the first quarter of 2011. They earned $644.7 million in revenue. Spent $179.5 million in revenue in online marketing, 2011. Blah blah blah. All in all, this is a serious company here, doing serious things. Okay. So obviously the world of coupons is huge. Most every business gets it. They've used coupons in the past, they're using them now. They understand it. They get the concept. It's been around forever. It's a proven concept to increase sales. Okay? So how do you grab your slice of this billion-dollar pie? Well, with the local business solution, it's a lot easier than you think. Much easier. So what if you could run your own Groupon type service without selling anything at all? Without selling anything, and still make huge profits, providing a much needed solution to every local business that you come across.
This is where your solution really got its hooks in me. You know, if you guys think about this, coupons are one of the oldest and most effective, if not the most effective, marketing tactic. You know, it's seeped in real-world tradition, okay? So by combining coupons with the Internet, now you've got the power of the Internet to promote something that we know works, right? Everybody's been getting the blue value pack in their mailbox since we were kids, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. So you've got that awareness already there. It's already in place for you. You don't have to convince anybody the power of coupons. That's what's cool about this. We're going to give you an opportunity to own your own Groupon-type system where you don't sell a thing, and you still have the potential to earn a great income with local businesses in your local area or even beyond your local area. Let me give you an idea. I know I promised show and tell, right? We're going to get into the whole system. We're going to show you this entire system. But I want to give you a quick snapshot on the process. And once we get inside of LBS, there's a lot of different models that you can choose from. But the one we recommend is basically what I'm going to go over right now. And then Ed's going to show you the guts of the system. We're going to get in there and dust everything off and show you how this system works and how easy it is to use. Okay, so let's go through this snapshot real quick. This is you, offline consultant, business operator. You offer to run a free coupon distribution service for local businesses. That's going to obviously bring in profits for you, discounts for the consumer, and new sales for any business that you work with. Signing them up is easy. Then if you're doing a situation where you're getting paid on the back end of a coupon redemption, then you would come under agreement with them on every new customer that is generated from your system. You get paid X number of dollars or percent. The system tracks it all for you, logs everything, so you have a paper trail. You know exactly what's going on with all your businesses. You log into your LBS system and add a new member, which would be a business, and then you click to send them their login details. The business can view all their coupon redemptions, which are leads. Coupon redemptions are leads, and they're now emailed, all these leads, in real time. They're also sent, Ed's going to go over this. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but we are introducing a module which will send notifications through SMS as soon as a coupon is redeemed, both to the client, or customer I should say, as well as the member business. You create a coupon for the business from the templates that we provide, and we provide a lot of templates, and then you add your redemption website and coupon code that you generated for each business campaign. You add that to the coupon. Now you go to work distributing their coupons offline and online, utilizing the methods that we teach you in the back office of LBS. Also cross-promoting to like-minded businesses that have customers who would benefit from their service. The consumer takes the coupon, visits your coupon redemption page, enters in the code, and completes the web form, or the lead form. Now, the customer I should say, receives a validation page with details on that particular offer that contains business name along with contact, map information, all customized by you. You create this whole page for the business. The customer, you, and the business owner all receive a copy of this redemption, which is the lead, sent in real time via email. And both you and the business owner can manage all coupon redemptions leads from the LBS back office. let me repeat that, both you and the business. So this can be hands-off if you train your businesses on how to use the system. Although that is not an exact science, it is available to them, and it surrounds you or creates a level of credibility with that business owner, because even if they don't use it, you can show them what you have. And when you show them you're surrounded by this professional system, it adds a lot to the credibility of your offering. So this can be self-managed by you, the marketer, or they can go in and gather their leads through their own back office system. A lot of flexibility with this system. So in a nutshell, that is a quick snapshot of LBS. Now, what I'm going to do is let Ed. Ed, you ready? You ready, buddy?
I'm ready.
Let's get into the show and tell part of this thing, and let's show them LBS, and then we'll open it up to questions, and we'll really let you guys grill us on this entire system. But I think you're going to like what you see here. So do I need to change them over, Ed? Dave, are you going to do that?
Nope, I got it. I'm doing it right now, sir.
Awesome.
And I think.
Once that goes through, I'll show them the marketing page. Okay.
Okay. Hopefully everybody can see this. This is the front end website. We call it the Hometown Deals. That's the brand. But this can be branded to any business, your own, or whether it be your business or another business. You can add your own custom logos. You can also have featured deals from other businesses appear on your page, or even on your businesses that you're representing page as well. You can also disable this feature inside your back office. This is where they redeem their coupon. So let's say if you send a coupon via text message, or maybe you have some flyers that are out there, they're going to come back to the website that is indicated on that coupon, and they're going to put in the redemption code. Now, before I redeem a code here, let me run over to the featured deals where they can see all the great deals. All the businesses that you're running coupons with will appear in this section, and you can redeem a coupon, or your customer would redeem a coupon just by clicking Gimme It here. And what that'll do, that'll take you to back to the redemption page. You see it's blinking here, redeem now. And this is mobile ready for Android and iPhones right now. So if you are using SMS, this is a perfect fit, and actually looks pretty darn good on an iPhone and an Android. So let me just go through here. Before I get to that, like I said, there's several ways this can be deployed very quickly into a web page with an inline frame. There's also a full PHP script that you can upload to your server on a directory and just change a few line items of code, and you're good to go. And the system in the back end shows you instructions on how to do that. So let's go ahead and redeem this coupon. This is for the HVAC. And here's the form that we made for this company. Congratulations, redeem your code. And we're going to put our name in here. And this is Dave's phone number right here if you want to call Dave.
This is the most valuable coupon you guys will ever get your hands on right here. I'm telling you.
I'm just going to put a bunch of digits in there so we get a... All right. So what kind of service is needed? Now, you can add up to additional 20 questions onto this form. So if you're collecting for mortgage officers or real estate, you can add 20 questions, and it collects up to 14 items of contact information as well. I'm going to show you that here shortly. But let's go ahead and submit this. Bam. Thanks. Here's your deal. This deal is for limited time, It gives the business info. You can get the addresses and the maps by clicking Google and MapQuest. The deal information, which is details about the deal, that's set by you in the admin. And then it gives you deal stats. This is a little tricky here. What we do here, every time somebody submits a coupon, it'll tack on 3 extra deals. So it makes it look like this deal is expiring very soon. So it kind of invokes them to contact this business. But keep in mind, the business is going to get the details about the client, and they're going to contact them right away as well. Now, Other businesses that you might have, the featured deals appear again, so if they want to redeem more coupons, they can do that right here. I'm going to jump over to my email so you can see the emails that come back. Can you guys see my email client? Can you guys see this? Chris?
Yeah, we sure.
Okay,
we sure can.
This screen was blinking. I wasn't sure if it was blocked.
Yeah.
All right. This is what the client receives, or excuse me, this is what the business receives when that form is filled out. It is the actual lead details. Now, you as the owner of the system also get a copy of that, and there's a logo. This is all customizable, so it's brandable, as I said before. And then this is what the client gets. There's a logo, there's a domain name that we set, and then here's all the details about the business. It kind of invokes the client to contact the business right away. And then there's the deal information again. And then if they can check their information, if they need to correct the information, they can contact the business and do that. So it's instant gratification for both the client and the business. And it's going to get even better once we implement the SMS notification for the client and the business.
And this is so even when they go and redeem a coupon and print the guy out, right, even if they never show up to use the coupon, you've captured the lead and routed it to the right place and monetized it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Ah, cool.
All right. So let me jump back over here. Also, I wanted you guys to know, every time somebody comes to the site, there's a different look for the background. Right now we have seven different backgrounds, and we're going to be adding some more soon here. So let me see if I can refresh it so you guys can get an idea. There's another one. I'll give you one more. I don't want to spend too much time on this. So there's several different backgrounds. All right. Next, we're going to jump into the admin. That's you, the business owner, that is the marketer getting other businesses. Let me jump over to the admin. All right, so we log into our admin. This is the first thing you see. Now, once you register with LBS, this is automatically already set up for you. That's a setup. Let me log in again here. My session's been open for about 2 hours now. All these details are automatically set for you once you register with us. You can come back in here and set this, the settings for your country if you need to. For example, locality name, state, province, and then you can put the state lists for these countries. And if you're outside these areas, we can add states lists for other countries as well. All right, let me jump back over to the home. There's our quick start guide. These are all the most recent information then and data that's received by the site. You have the logins, most recent leads submitted, and then to most recent leads distributed. And then here is the quick deployment as soon as you open up your admin. Let's say you want to set up your first website. I want you to keep in mind too that we do host your first website for free. So you'll see that after you sign up with us. There is a section where you can fill out your domain and then point to our name servers, and then we'll plug it in for you. But if you have your own hosting, your own domain, you just take this code, you copy it, paste it onto an index page, and bam, this site will appear automatically. It's all ready to go. How easy is that? It takes 2 seconds. Also, there's a pretty sweet... Go ahead.
You're fine. Go ahead. Sorry. No, you're fine. Go ahead.
There's a very robust databasing system as well. I'm not going to get too much into this because there's just so many features involved. But you can see here all your leads are posted here, and you can search for all your leads. You can export them. There's so many features to blow your socks off. You're going to play with this for a couple hours. I'll tell you that right now. Next is the bread and butter, the guts, and it's not so gross. Creating a campaign is very, very simple. If you remember, we did the air conditioning HVAC form that we filled out. I'm going to go back in here and we can show you what the form looks like. Now, you can decide whether to show and display contact information. You can also put custom regex code if you're really into getting precise data in your forms. And we give you some example validation regex codes right here. Now, these are all the additional questions that you can add to your form. Now, keep in mind, the whole idea of people filling out online forms is for them to get in and out as fast as possible. So we highly recommend only using the first couple lines. You can put general questions with a box, and you can also use drop-down selections. Jump back over. And then there's the deal settings. There's a what you see is what you get editor built in. You can put all your content. This is what they see when they get to the thank you page. You can set the domain that the API resides on right here. You can set your logo for the page right there. And then you can decide to show this as a featured deal. You turn it on. It'll appear in all the featured deals slider and on the featured deals pages with all the featured deals. And then there's also override where, let's say you don't want to have competitors' deals showing up on another restaurant's website. You can turn that off. Now these are the mini titles for the coupons, which I'm going to show you here in a second here. All this data will be passed on to the coupon. You can set a deal expiration date. You can set a popularity for how it appears inside the featured deals. If you want this to be number one, it'll be at the top. There's also deal tags, so the SEO can pick it up. And then the code here, this API code, is specific to this business, Aircon Pros. So let's say if they already had a website, you want to do quick deployment, they'll create an HTML page. You just plug this code right in there, and now their deal system's ready to go. It takes seconds to do. Now, here's a cool feature here. This is the coupon that is created by the system. You can use this coupon. Number one, you can take an image shot of it, and if you have anybody who has a GPS Monster, you can use this as a push notification. And I know in GPS Monster they're coming out with a push notification with that's clickable. They'll be able to click this and go to this website and redeem it. You can also use this image in your SMSs. So you're going to say in your text message, get 20% off any HVAC deal. Use this code, go to this website, and then on our smartphone they'll go to that site and they'll plug in that code. Pre-made coupon, all ready to go.
All right, so you opened the door on it, so it's your fault. So now I'm going to ask. so if these guys, whether they're using a GPS Monster or some other app building program, or they have a bunch of mobile websites for different clients, they could now take all of those individual clients and give them kind of a centralized cross-marketing coupon experience, app to app or mobile to mobile, right?
Yep. They can, if they want to, they can link right to this URL and get that coupon.
Cool.
So I mean, you can easily turn this this image into an app too.
Sure. Right. Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
So before you continue on, Ed, I want to make it clear. Everything that Ed's going through right now, there's videos that take you by the hand and show you. This is a really child simple system. But just like anything new, it's going to take some time to go through and acclimate yourself, watch the videos, play around with the new toy. But we have plenty of support and help available.
Yeah, me and some of the folks want to know what the heck a regex code is.
Regex code is, let's say if you want to have a specific phone format for, let's say, England, and you want it to appear in a certain way in that form, it will not let that form. It won't let that form submit unless that specific spacing of the digits and everything is correct.
Gotcha. So you can make the syntax only take a +44 and then a certain amount of digits, kind of a thing. Absolutely. Even if you're looking for a specific word, you can set a regex for a specific word to be written in.
Yeah, gotcha. Worldwide system here.
Cool.
Now,
yeah, somebody says, is there a form field for birthdays?
You just create it.
Okay.
And creating campaigns is very easy in this system. For example, let's say I wanted to use used RVs. You create the new campaign. Jump down to the bottom here. It says you cannot distribute these leads until you create the deal settings. You do your settings, and then once you do all your settings, as I've described before, when we did the edit in the HVAC, you come over to your members. You add a new member. You do their username and password. This is for the login for their system. All their information, the email where they want to get leads. And then we jump over to someone that's already made here. Once it's created, you just assign them to a lead. Now all those leads will go to that person or that business. Bingo, bango. All right, next is the
cool.
LBS Extras. This is another cool system here. We don't want people abusing this either. We've already kicked off a couple people that have used bots to import leads into this system to try to send spam. But every single lead that is received by your system, you can send a mass email to it. So this is an upsell to the business now. If you remember, those of you that have SMS Monster, how you can send text messages to a list, a specific list, well, you can do that with this system as well, because you have their email. And when we create the SMS system for this, you're going to be able to export those into your SMS Monster or your SMS Lord or whatever else you have. And then, Chris, you want to go over the help section there?
I think you guys should give some crap away.
Oh, that's a great idea.
That's what I think.
Crap.
Well, stuff. I'm from Minnesota. We use the word crap and stuff interchangeably. I'm sorry.
All right. Who wants a free system? Ed's just tip of the iceberg here. We got a lot more to show you guys. So, but let's give one of these puppies away.
All right. I'm going to put this number in again, you guys. If you missed it, text LBS. Larry, what? I'm trying to think of the phonetic alphabet. Larry Bravo,
Bobby, Sarah.
Larry Bobby Sarah to 614-472-8377. We're going to give away a couple of these tonight, which is pretty generous of you guys. Thank you very much, and I'm sorry I insulted you.
No, hey, Dan, I'm going to cross my fingers with this here because this is only the third install of the SMS Monster, so I'm praying that this works here.
Oh, I got. You're in good shape.
Okay, here we go. There's our first winner.
All right, so there's our first winning number. If that's your phone number, 815-999-2748. You're going to get this contact Ed here via email. Who was it? Are you on the call? Ken, is it really you? Nice.
No.
Not Ken Anderson.
Oh.
No.
I was going to say, whoa, a minute. Fixed.
Yeah. Although his last name does start with the letters A-N, but it's not Ken Anderson. So
fixed.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll punch the number into the question box here, guys, and I'll punch the phone number in again.
So no response. Did Ken respond?
Yeah. Yep.
Ken, get excited, man. This is a powerful system. You just now you're the proud owner. Let's get excited. We want to hear you jumping up and down.
Hey, sorry to interrupt you. I almost forgot. This is the back end for the business. They can actually log in and manage their leads back here too. And if you guys are working on a CPA, like cost per action, let's say you work with a mortgage broker and you get $1,000 off every closed deal. Not saying that's legal, but let's say you were doing it. What they would do is they can come in here and they can update the leads. Let me log in, break the section. They can add updates to the leads, and then you go into your database and you can see the status of the lead as they're working it. You just got to acclimate them to come in here and update the leads. That way you're not bothering them on the phone. Because I've been in that position before.
Plus, they can manipulate these leads just like you can with any database. They can export them to PDF, Excel.
Exactly.
So and there's
this is
a
where they add their
lead.
comments for that lead. Down here. And it's a very simple back end. It won't take much for them to learn how to use this.
Hey, do one of you guys got the recording going as well? Because GoToWebinar just gave me a record error message.
It still may be recording even though it does that.
All right, I'll give it a shot. Otherwise, Wall, are you recording tonight? Wall
Come on,
records.
Wall.
He records all my webinars. He's like my automatic backup if he's still here.
Yeah.
Russ says he is. All right, we'll get it one way or another. Hopefully mine will pan out. GoToWebinar's really been bad about the recordings lately.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's hit it off to Chris. He's going to go over the Help Center here real quick, and then we'll...
Well, do you want to show them some more on the verticals, Ed?
Of the verticals?
I mean, excuse me, not the verticals, the campaigns.
We've pretty much already gone over everything here that we needed to go over. It's just so simple. That's why it was so fast.
Maybe we get some specific questions. Obviously, we'll cover more of this, more of the the idiosyncrasies. But yeah, why don't we pop over to the what I call the heartbeat of LBS. You want to send it over to me? I'm ready to rock.
All right.
And we'll go back over. We're going to do Q&A at the end of the call, you guys. There's a handful of people that would like to see the campaign section again, but we'll cover it again real quick in the question and answer at the end of the call. So stick around for that, and we'll make sure all of your questions are answered tonight.
Okay, in our true fashion, the systems we put out. First of all, our support is top notch. You're always going to get top level support. Anybody on this call that owns any of our products knows that firsthand. We care about people that buy our products, and we want you to be successful. It's not always the case. Not everybody takes action, as we all know, but if you do take action, you'll find out there's a lot of thought and time, effort put in to the products that we create. And I call this the heartbeat of the whole system because it teaches you. We got this fantastic system, LBS, and when I say system, I really mean it. This is a full system. This can be your full-time job, just utilizing LBS and offering coupons to local businesses. You could focus just on that. There's a lot of things you can do. You can branch off of that, and as we know, we can sell other offline consulting related services to local businesses once we get in. But you're looking for a foot in the door, you want to knock down bricks. Well, nothing speaks to a business owner like passing out free coupons for them. Who's going to turn that down? I mean, but the neat thing about LBS is it gives you a means to track it all. So you know what's going on with all your leads. Not only do you know, but they know. They get real-time notifications on exactly what's taking place with redemptions. That paper trail protects you so that you are abreast of anything that's taking place with your business. You know what's going on at a moment's notice. Okay, but the training and resource center, there's a lot in here. So obviously you don't need all this to be successful with this service. And we have people now that are maybe taking one element of this training center and they're putting their own spin on it, and they're going out and doing it. They just get it. It's not difficult to understand. But there's a lot of information back here in terms of creative coupon distribution. There's an audio that talks about that. We actually talk about the main business model here, Ed and I, where we show you how you give away, or you offer to give away free coupons for local businesses, and then you end up making money on the back end. But not only that, you can charge monthly for the service. You can combine the two, and we show you how to do all of that. How to prospect hands-off, the right mindset you need when you're offering this type of a service with coupons, understanding that business owners already get the coupon. You don't have to go in and convince them like you do with SEO, and even autoresponders. Something so simple to marketers. Well, there's a lot of convincing and explaining that needs to be done to show a business owner what an autoresponder does. Coupons, they get it. They understand it. They probably used it already with some success. They understand it. And that right there is a feather in your cap going into this and offering this system. Working with salespeople, we show you how you can hire people to do the distribution for you. All that's covered. Charging monthly fees, working with high customer value niches, and where you're maybe doing a cost per action. These would be roofers, plumbers, where the cost per customer over a period of a year or so is fairly high, a couple $1,000s or more. Well, these leads that come to that business have tremendous value. They covet those leads that come in. So you can set yourself up. Now you can set yourself up with a system where you can track what's going on with those leads. Otherwise, you're just flying blind with an autoresponder on a lead capture page. Well, you don't know what's going on. LBS gives you a means to track what is going on with your entire business. So if you can research a lead, you can find out, contact the actual lead itself, send an email out to the business saying, hey, what's going on? All this obviously is going to come down to how you set up your business. We can't do that for you. We can just give you a general roadmap of things that we've done that will help you and point you in the right direction. And obviously, the quick start guide here, just the quickest way to start using LBS, and then some training videos, online coupon distribution using Craigslist, editing the coupon and the flyer templates, because we give you, and I'm going to talk about that in a moment, a little bit later, about what you get with this system, because there's a lot. This is redefining done for you, because it really is done for you, a lot of this, in terms of the heavy lifting, creating flyers and marketing materials. We've made it very easy for you to plug in and make these marketing creatives your own. Okay? So editing the coupon and the flyer templates, working with Vistaprint.com in terms of how to have your creatives printed. And then we have a member forum as well, some additional marketing tools. The coupon template packages right here has a bunch of templates that are already ready to go in niches. I created all these myself. I didn't outsource any of this, and there's several niches to choose from, and then there's also blank ones where you can basically create them for any niche, these coupons. The marketing flyers, as I mentioned earlier, the business cards. There's even a landing page with a video for introducing your service to local businesses. That would be if you're introducing them to the concept of, hey, you're completely removing the risk. There's no risk to a business owner to engage with you because you've completely wiped that out. And that's why this approach, even if you use this approach to get in with a business and your objective is to sell them something else, this is a great doorbuster, man. You talk about a doorbuster, this is a great one. As long as you have your system set up properly. Pardon me?
You're not doing enough justice either to your coupon template package and that stuff, because I've seen it. It's phenomenal. People are saying, "Show us the templates. Show us the templates." These are really, really, really well done. I mean, they're professional coupon grade, value pack grade coupons.
And
do you have any up you can show or not, Chris?
I can come back to them here.
Okay.
But I would be, showing everything on my computer if I did that.
Gotcha.
So I'll pick them up, and when we switch over, then I'll go and dig them up. Yeah. And there's not like 5 or 10 of them either. There's several to choose from, and I created them in various niches, so that you had something that you could just plug in popular niches too, as well as some others that are maybe not so popular. And then I'm giving you somewhat of a blank canvas to start from, so you can just. And they're in the format already for Vistaprint, so they're ready to go. You basically just you can customize them. You upload the image to Vistaprint using their what you see is what you get editor. Plug in your contact information and the coupon code for that campaign. Voila, and have it printed. It's done. And of course, that will work similarly to other type of companies like Vistaprint that do printing, all of that, because it's in a high resolution image. JPEG image, and it's actually in the resolution that they recommend. Okay, so landing page template and a video. I can probably pull that up as well when I get to the templates. Prospecting script that I personally use myself. That's available. I think I even did a video that shows you how to use that. And then we have some other videos that show you about LBS, the system revealed, sample agreements, a resource guide that gives you just a ton of great resources that are relevant to what we're doing here, right? Sample classified ads, some case studies. Did an interview with Stephen Barrett, who's one of our members. I don't know if he's on this call. Stephen, are you out there? But Stephen is using this model, was using this model, and charging a monthly fee to business owners to distribute coupons for them. And it had, I think, had about 40. Don't quote me on this. I can't remember. We did this a while ago. Had about 40 clients or 20 clients. I'm not sure.
Between 35 and 45.
Paying them on a monthly basis. So there's a lot of ways to skin a cat with this system. It's only limited to your creativity. And I like to create products that allow you to let your creativity flow. You know, we give you kind of a cookie cutter approach, but we think that these systems are so cool that they allow you to think outside that box. Not to be cliche or anything, but it really gives you that opportunity, and I encourage that. Because ultimately, the A to Z that we give you is not going to be the A to Z that you take. It's always going to be different. Okay, any type of step-by-step that somebody provides you, step-by-step instructions, you know, it's A to Z. Well, it's never going to be the same for you. Things are going to, you know, you're going to make changes along the way. It's always going to be different. But if we can give you, you know, that, point you in the right direction, and encourage you to take your own and create your own A to Z, your own step-by-step, and make it your own. And that's really what I want people to do, because ultimately you're going to be more intimate with your business if you're doing that. Also, some additional business models that I'm sharing here. This is personally worked with auto dealers on with this program. $500 off your down payment. Very common coupon for an auto dealer. You don't believe me? You go to Craigslist and type in your city, and then start looking at buy here, pay here type ads. You'll see that's a very common trend. So now you can go to a business owner or an auto dealer and say, hey, I see you're doing $500 off coupons. And then you can say, hey, I can distribute these for you. And what's cool about this is if you set them up as a member of LBS, now you got them into the system. That's what you want. You can track everything. They can track everything. Let's say you get paid 5% of the purchase of a car. Or even, what if you got paid half of the down payment? When I was doing this for a local dealer, they paid me half of whatever their down payment was. And I didn't even have LBS. I wasn't using LBS. I was doing it manually. But they were paying me half, and I was relying upon them to be honest. So not everybody's honest, as we know. So, you know, LBS to the rescue. Not only do we look like a star, do we look like a pro because we got a real system. We're not just winging this thing. We have a real system behind us, which makes us look like we're a real business. Okay? Yeah. And not only that is we have the means to track things and run a legitimate business. So you can tell what's going on. But, you know, half of what being paid half on the down payment, obviously that adds up on several leads coming in. And the idea, just like with any business here, guys and gals, is to build up that pipeline. So we're building up a pipeline of multiple businesses that we're distributing coupons for. Now try to do that manually. Try to do that with a landing page and autoresponder. You'll be pulling your hair out. When you start getting into the numbers and working with several businesses, you're serious about this, LBS to the rescue.
And you're just talking about auto dealers, and very frankly, this idea just came to me. Most of you guys on this call tonight got here because you bought my $1,000 a day method, okay? Think about this for a second. What if they can text in to take their virtual test drive now, and you still send the lead notification in and all that, but then follow up a day later with a $500 off coupon for anybody that looked at a car, you know, through your text prospecting system? Think of how powerful a multi-tiered system you can build when you can send them that kind of a deal afterwards, right?
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. I mean, this is a lead generation tool. Never lose sight that you are building up valuable leads. Okay, so what happens if a business doesn't want to continue on with you? Well, you got a database of all these leads. You know, plug them into another business, like-minded business.
And Romero had a very good point here, too. These are hot leads, guys. These are targeted leads because they're action takers. They took action to redeem the coupon. So they're going to convert better. That means their value is higher as you sell them to the local businesses, regardless of your model.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, that brings up another point. I mean, we have another product called Local Lead Machine, which focuses more on being a lead generation company, where you're selling leads outright, and it's a complete lead management system. Lets people put money in the system. But so we took it up another level and really kind of gave it some familiarity with coupons, which everybody understands. You know, everybody can understand it. So the opportunity can be applied, or you can apply the coupon model to any business, any industry can utilize this. But at the end of the day here, what are we doing? We're building up a pipeline of leads, a database of leads that are all trackable within our own system. Does it require work? Absolutely. But you're not, you know, anything worthwhile, as you know, is going to require some work. It's not a magic button. It's not an easy button. Even though we got an easy button in here, don't we, Ed? We got an easy button at the top, but this is a real business that requires somebody to commit to it. But it's a hot business in a hot market. And here's the thing, it's never going to get old. I mean, coupons are never going to go out of style. People are just not going to say, you know, screw the coupon thing. And now with the addition of mobile and having the ability for coupons to be transmitted through mobile devices, as well as notifications. Talk about a hot lead. Well, not only is that lead sent via email, but is also sent directly to their phone, to the business owner's phone. How impressive is that? With the new module that it's working on, you'll be able to have a lead text it to them real time. You need a convincer. Once they get a couple leads from you, you got them. I mean, they're in. It doesn't take many, especially if you're dealing with some of the higher end industries where that lead is more coveted. That lead has tremendous value to a business owner. Okay, so I hope I'm getting the point across here. You know, this is a real business system. It's a great front end. It can be used additionally, what you're offering now. Of course, I mentioned software or system support. It's top notch. It really is. We show you the whole system. There's a video here that walks you through the whole system. Now here is another model that I created, the mobile edition, and I created this this is actually going to be included as a bonus for people on Dave's list. We're not going to include it when we, because Local Business Solution right now, if you try to buy it, you can't buy it. It's closed. Well, once it's reopened, this is going to be an upsell, $97. We're giving it away free for people that get LBS. And this is an entire business on its own. You could just focus on this side of it if you wanted to, or add it later on. But what it does is it uses mobile optimized pages, QR codes, and autoresponders. It's a very, very simple concept. And it's designed more for the smaller businesses where it makes more sense for you to maybe not get paid on the back end. Maybe it's a smaller a dry cleaner, a restaurant or something, where it makes more sense just to, okay, let me just set you up with a system to get coupons in the hands of potential customers and then take the monthly spiff from it. Now, keep in mind, you can do the same thing with LBS, the main version. But I created this mobile edition specifically for the lower end niches. Okay, the lower niches. So that it gave you an option where you just, okay, let me just get paid $200, $300, $400 a month and run this service for them. Okay. And this is all done for you. The whole thing is done. And there's some samples here. You know, want me to pop some of these up?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. And I just want to mention something too. After we started talking last week, or this week, I don't even remember what day it is today, to be honest with you. But you guys, I just went and took a look, right? And you guys know I'm in Minneapolis. And I would be willing to bet if you check this out in your locale, you're going to find the same thing. There's a website here in town. I'm not going to give the name of it because I don't want you guys to steal the business from me. But it's a Twin Cities deals type of website, right? Okay, it is. And I checked them out. They don't have any current coupon system in place at all. I checked out a couple others, and they didn't either. But this is exactly what they're doing. They're supporting local businesses with deals, okay? So I punched the one of them into Quantcast. They're getting 100,000 uniques a month. Now, do you think if I can bring my turnkey, proven, tested, ready-to-go coupon system to them, they would be willing to talk about a partnership? I bet they would, and I'll bet you that's all over the country.
Yeah.
People that have the traffic, but they don't have the system in place to properly monetize it and capture the leads.
Exactly. They don't have the tool. You have the tool to do that.
Right.
What's cool is the same thing we're showing you. Ed's showing you. I'm showing you your end of it. But Ed's showing you the system. You can go in and show a local business yourself. You can show them how your system works. Show and tell, baby. Get in there and show them what you got. This is how it works. Adds credibility. I'm not hiding anything. Here's what I do. Get intimate with your tools and show them. So this is an example of just a landing page. And obviously, I'm trying to attract local businesses with this landing page. And this is a QR code that they can scan. I'm not going to go into too much depth on this because this is a bonus that's included, and there's really good documentation and training materials included in this package. It took me forever to create this darn thing. Now here's one with a video that you get. But this code, so that they've got a video here, and report download page. So once obviously we have a way for that, they're going to get a free report, download the report, and then I'm using the same system that I'm selling them on them. So I'm offering a coupon for them to redeem a coupon for my services. Okay, so you get that? So the same thing I'm selling them, I'm using with them. Now this would be a consultation form. Obviously, you want to have that available, where they can contact you, and then there's a link to download the report that they're redirected to, and that is downloading now. When they scan the QR code, they're taken to this page. Now, all this fits on a mobile phone too, and this shows them how the whole system works for them. This is all done for you without the branding. It's not branded with Local Business Solutions. Okay, and then this would be, it just shows them an example page on what their clients would see. And I'm not trying to be vague here, because this system deserves a lot more explanation than I'm giving it. But it is, once you get inside, you'll see this is very powerful. But this is what the business owner is seeing when they scan the QR code. It's basically telling them how the whole thing works, and then they can view a live demo right here. Now this would be when the customer's in the store or in the restaurant, for example, and there's a tabletop or a sign next to the cash register that says "Scan me to get on our VIP list." Well, they would scan that code, that QR code, and they're taken to this page right here. And then they fill out this form, obviously a Weber form, and they're taken to this page right here. Now, of course, this all can be customized by you. This is just a sample, optimized for a phone. Here's their coupon, so they could take this into the store, take their phone in the store with this coupon on it. You can also have a link to Facebook, information about the business, and then a link to the map. And then weekly specials underneath if they want to have that on there. All this can be customized. So what this does is it's just a glorified tie-in with QR codes, landing page, and opt-in, an AWeber opt-in, or any autoresponder you want to use for that matter. That's what it is. But what makes it shine is the whole thing is done for you. It's all there. I mean, it literally is something you can grab a hold of and just customize it and make it your own. And that's what's missing in a lot of products, I think. So anyway, a robust training center and more than enough information that you need. You can just start with the basic things and right here and learn creative coupon distribution, how we recommend it. There's a lot of good content here for people that are serious about this business opportunity. But it's not something, and we created this so you don't have to learn all this in order to utilize this system. You may come up with your own ideas. So, any questions on my end? Maybe we can bounce back to the system pages. Ed can go into some more detail. And then while we're doing that, I'll try to find the templates. How about that?
That'll work. Let me make Ed the presenter here, and then we'll start going through some of the questions. Okay, boy, there's a bunch of them. We're gonna get to them all, you guys. Okay, Michael wants to know, can you use lots of these in different cities? So I think what he's asking is, could he run multiple coupon websites?
Unlimited.
Unlimited. Boom, done. Moving on, says the man. Will this do like Groupon, meaning individual tracking with online or mobile redemption, so only one is used per email or per phone number per day?
Is that for like an abuse type thing?
Yeah, I think what he's asking is, can somebody go in and redeem multiple coupons or multiple instances?
Actually, no. The system will only recognize similar emails. That's it. And if somebody puts an email and the system's already has a record of that for that particular lead, it's going to tell them already redeemed.
Okay. All right. Perfect. This is probably for you, Christopher. Can you drill down on the distribution model a little bit? So how does the customer get the front-end offer?
Well, the coupons that I'm going to show you here in a moment, I'm trying to find them right now, so I apologize.
No problem.
I'm a little bit delayed. There's several. There's an online and an offline model that we discuss as the primary models in terms of distribution. As part of the back office, in terms of getting the actual coupons in the hands of people, and a lot of it has to do with working with, like-minded business, so cross-promoting, where you're cross-promoting with a business that would benefit from the coupon. Business B would benefit from a coupon from business A, or a customer would benefit from business A. So you're working with businesses that are somewhat related and they're not conflicting with each other. They're not competing with each other. And so there's a lot discussed in terms of the actual, the process itself, and that's kind of part of what we offer with the system. I don't really want to go into too much detail with that because that's what people are paying for, is the actual method that we teach. That's partly what you'd be paying for is the method. But we give you a lot of different ways to get coupons in the hands of customers. And now with utilizing mobile, obviously that opens up a lot more doors because you can mobilize these coupons and have them become digital. And that just totally changes the landscape completely, especially when you add in SMS or even proximity marketing, which we have a community that shows people how to do proximity marketing, Bluetooth marketing as well. And that's another way of just distributing coupons, of course. So, but ultimately, yeah, that's what it comes down to, is we got to get these coupons out, and we show you. So we spend a lot of time on how to do that in the back office, in the training center. We really go into a lot of detail on how that's done.
Gotcha. Okay, and Bruce says, is there a system in place? Obviously, you can track the leads. Is there any way to actually track the commission, or are you in a position where you have to trust somebody?
Well, if you're using CPA, like I said, you got to get them acclimated to put notes in here. I mean, you can't rely on everybody being trustworthy. You got to keep in mind that there are some unscrupulous people out there that are going to try to take whatever they can get out of you. But you got to keep in mind, too, that most people are honest by nature, and if you just got to monitor the leads that come in, it's always good practice to follow up with the leads that have come in with a simple. You might want to call them up and just do like a simple survey. Hey, how did the business treat you? Did you get your brand new car? Stuff like that, so you can kind of weasel your way into getting more information, just in case you don't trust that business.
Yeah, and keep in mind too is who's in control here. You are. It's your system. You got control, not only of the leads but of all the members in that system.
I also want to add to, sorry to interrupt you, Chris. We have a local lead machine which has a cherry picker. We're going to be implementing the cherry picker into the system, so you'll be able to collect your own leads, and people, the businesses, will be able to log in and buy leads. Be able to fill their account, fill your PayPal account full of credits or cash, and then the cash turns into credits in this system, and they buy leads, and that's delivered instantly once they click buy now.
Yeah, and here's another good point about this. And this is just the model we recommend, of course, not the golden rule or anything. But the coupons you're distributing are generic. They're not branded to the business name. They're industry specific. So why do we do that? Well, what if somebody doesn't pay you? Just move them to another business. Move them over to somebody else and start funneling those leads to them. But if you had Jim's plumbing service on all these coupons and Jim's not paying you, well, you wasted a lot of time, didn't you? Put a lot of effort in there. So generic in nature, and I'm going to show you that when I show you these templates, some of the templates. You'll see that we did that for a reason. But ultimately, like Ed said, most people are honest. You know, they'd be shooting themselves in the foot if they weren't. And you know, people are going to be dishonest. It's just a fact of life. It's definitely going to happen. But for the most part, you're not going to have any problems with that as long as you communicate with these business owners and you show value in what you have. And it's easy to do that with this system. It's not difficult at all to establish high value. And a lot of that, I get asked this question a lot, and I think a lot of it has to do with your relationship with the business owner. You know, that first impression you made with that business owner, and do they trust you? You know, if they're being dishonest, maybe they don't trust you.
Right. In today's economy, where businesses all across, across the board, businesses are hurting, and you're the guy that's going to provide them with leads and increased sales and increased profitability. Boy, that'd really be a bonehead move to do damage to that relationship for them, So obviously you need to be vigilant, It needs to be given its due diligence like any other business venture. But for the most part, I don't think that's going to be a real problem for most of you. It's something you need to be aware of, cognizant of, but I don't think it's something that should be keeping you up at night, that you should be stressing, because it's going to be the vast minority of your business dealings, you guys.
And another thing that I recommend, and I've done this, is put them on a trial. And I like to do a trial. Mention, hey, let's try it out, so we both feel comfortable with each other. It's a simple thing to say.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, but it allows you not only for them to, you want them to feel comfortable with you as well, right? But it also lets you feel them out. You can see how they communicate with you. Send them emails. They return your phone calls. Things like that. Gauge how they're going to respond, because this is business, people. I mean, not everybody's going to be honest. Not everybody's going to communicate when you want them to. But the coolness factor of this system is that you can move that campaign to somebody else fairly easily, and you have valuable leads that are built up in there. So, there's a lot of ways around that. And you've got to, sorry to interrupt, Dave, you've got to keep in mind you also have a paper trail, as I've said several times, because that's important to get across, is you can track, you can put yourself in a customer service role, call the client, find out how things are going with their new car, and say, what new car?
Right.
Get an idea. So, but everybody's playing devil's advocate, and that's something to consider. But get your feet wet, develop these relationships. You'll find that that's going to happen. far less than you think.
And James says, is this software we're buying and putting up on our own site, or is it a web-based service that requires a monthly fee?
Good question.
There are no monthly fees.
Not under this promotion. Not
Like I
I think this webinar.
Like I said before, we do offer you the opportunity to host your website with us for free. If you have your own hosting, you can just pull the API coding and PHP script. You just download the PHP script here. There's a file called LBS config. You change 2 items of information, and your site goes live. It feeds off the LBS main system here, so it is an API.
Gotcha. Okay. And let me just get through a couple more of them here real quick. Let me look at this one. Okay, when the customer obtains a coupon for a restaurant, let's say, they may never go to the business to use it. So why would that business want to pay us for distributing a coupon? That's the bulk of it. Well, I think, like we talked about a little bit earlier, Gordon, whether they redeem the coupon or not, just by redeeming, or by whether they use the coupon or not, just by the fact that they've redeemed it, you've captured that lead, and you can market to that lead now, even if they never show up at the restaurant with coupon in hand.
Exactly. So it's a two banger here. So even if they don't, I mean, they have a means they can, especially in a high customer value niche, that business can get on the phone, and believe me, they will get back on the phone and contact that lead right away. So how many does it take? I mean, how many leads does it take for them to close, for them to be all over this?
Right, exactly. And it says, can you limit the number of coupons issued for each coupon? So can you, is there scarcity in the coupons?
Ed?
We show scarcity at the very end when they get to the thank you page. It always appears that there's maybe 2 or 3 left. So that gives the impression that, hey, I better act on this before I miss out on this deal. But we are going to be implementing a feature where you can limit the amount of redemptions in a particular coupon.
Got it. Okay. All right. Let's see. Wheeler says, how long have you had this program in operation, and is there any bugs worth mentioning? It's a great question, Wheeler.
There's no bugs in the system. It's been operating now since, Chris, correct me if I'm wrong, around June or July of 2011.
Yeah, we've had the exterminators come in, man.
Cool.
It came in and they sprayed it on. Now, we can't guarantee this is a system, so, this is software, so, obviously things go wrong, right? We've got moving parts here. So, but if anything is wrong with your system, the support, we're Johnny on the spot. We take care of our customers.
Nice. There's quite a few questions here that asking, could you please go over the campaigns and the cherry picker again?
Like I said before, the cherry picker is in development. That's probably about 2 months off. But here, let's create a campaign here. Let's call it Joe's Tavern. It says Joe's Tavern lead type created. We're going to jump down to the bottom. It says now you cannot distribute these leads until you create the deal settings. So we're going to create our deal settings. This is the content that goes on the thank you page. Now, if this particular coupon is going to be redeemed off the business's website, so let's say you plugged in the API into a page on their website, you're going to put their domain name right here. You can use their logo. If you remember the featured glider that had the other deals, you can turn that off and on. And then you can deactivate their actual coupon appearing on other websites or businesses' sites. And then you get the details of the mini titles for the coupon. And then once you create that, jump back over here. You're going to edit the form. You're going to set which contact information you want to collect off that form. You can select hidden or display. You can turn validation on and off. We highly recommend you turn it on so bots don't come to your site. But more than likely, if a bot does come to the site, they better know that frickin' code to get in there. But the odds of that are probably 1 in a billion. Then you activate and deactivate the lead type, and then you create your form, your question. If you want to show that on the client form, yes. Now, we've already started development of the cherry picker. If you want to show this question on the cherry picker, yes, because sometimes some questions give away the identifying information about that lead. So, like I said, this is in development, but you would set yes if you want to show that question. You set validation for this custom question on. The field type, is it a drop-down or a text field? And then you can put your custom regex code here if you want. And then if you're using a drop-down, you're going to do 1 per line. Let's say, what's your favorite color? Red, blue, green, purple. And then you can add as many questions as you want. You hit submit. You're ready to go for that lead type. Then you create your member. You fill that out. And then once that's created, you jump back over to his name, and you assign him to that lead type. And now any coupon that's redeemed through that system API on his website or your website, it's going to automatically go to this particular person, Jimmy Smits.
All right. See, now I didn't know any of that. So now you're telling me that before I go out and make hundreds of dollars every month, I got to put that whole 3 minutes into every campaign like that?
Yeah, it'll probably kill you.
Yeah, that's pretty slick, man. You're pretty good at that. You're pretty good at that. There's a lot of questions, you guys. Obviously, you can't give away the system because, I mean, you've got your life's blood into the training system on how to sell this and all that. But give them some kind of an idea on price range on a customer level. I mean, let's talk about some potential with this for a second.
Well, I'm going to tell you firsthand, for mobile home refinancing, I was getting paid $1,000 a close.
$1,000 a close for mobile home refinancing.
$1,000.
Well, we both were.
Yeah.
We were doing lead generation for very similar concept here. We were getting, it was actually more than that, Ed. That was only on a single wide. Double wide, we were getting $1,500.
Yeah, you got it.
So instead of taking a CPA, a cost per action on the lead, you guys were getting paid at the point of closing and sending the leads and getting paid on the close.
Absolutely. And they would. We had another system. It wasn't LBS. This is probably about a year ago. They would go into the system. Actually, this is actually what it's all modeled off of. This is our original system we had for mobile home refinancing. And they would log in, their loan officers, and tell us the status of the deal, if it was at the bank for approval, if they're collecting STIPs or what have you. And then the checks would just show up in our mailbox.
Yeah, you just built up the lead to the funnel, and that was the goal, is just to build it up. So, I mean, you can simultaneously be working on these cost per close type deals where you're getting paid on the back end, you're under agreement. And we cover this in the back office training on how to do, set those relationships in motion where you're getting paid on the back end. And obviously that's a substantial on a mobile home refinance, $1,000. How many of those you need to do a month, right? So, but ultimately it's about setting up these these campaigns, getting these lead systems out there, and you can be simultaneously having working in the higher end niches, as well as some of the smaller ones like restaurants and whatnot, and charging a monthly fee to do something like that.
Right. Cool. A couple of people are asking, other than the cherry picker, are there any other upgrades coming this year, and will we get those, or will they be additional costs?
It's not enough.
The cherry picker is going to be a freebie.
It's a greedy group. I've trained them well, you guys. So you two are just going to have to pony up here. That's how it's going to work out.
You have to give it away. Okay. But we like to over deliver, so no problem.
All right. Cool.
Go ahead, Ed. I think I interrupted your answer.
I think you answered it.
Oh, did I? Yeah. I mean, we're all, there's always enhancements that are being added. Now, we can't guarantee they're all going to be included. We're not charging monthly for this, so you pay one time and you own it. It's, one-off pricing here. So sometimes if we release something substantial to the system, we're going to charge a small amount for it. But believe me, it's not going to be a lot. So we can't guarantee everything that we do. The system's going to be free. It just depends on what it is that we're creating.
I also want to add too that this system, the PHP code, if you use that, will work on any hosting that you have.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Lou says, in the $1,000 mobile home example you just talked about, were you working with one mobile home company or several?
Just one.
Just one. All right.
Yeah, all you need to do is lock in. That's the thing with the higher-end niches. If you lock into a couple just reliable parties, and as I talked in depth about, getting to know these businesses and feeling them out and seeing who's going to pan out and who's not going to pan out, who's going to call you back, for Pete's sake, right? We need to know that. Well, there's a weeding down process, and you're going to get to a core group of people or one business that you're working with, and you may only need for that particular niche or industry. You may only need to work with one business. And then what do? Well, you go to another niche or do the same thing because you've got a provider there that is obviously, working well with you. There's good relationship developed. Okay, let's go do the same thing in another niche. Let's just repeat the process.
Yeah, it's always good too. Sorry, Chris, to try to get into micro niches within a niche.
Yeah.
Because that allows you to, number one, you get experience with the first niche. Let's say in our case it was mobile home refinancing. We're starting to move into the mobile home repossessions now. Mobile home lenders or former mobile home lenders are paying 20 to 25% spiff on the entire home price if you can get a buyer for a used mobile home that's been foreclosed on.
So these are obviously untapped. Untapped. It's just like very easy to get in with them because they're looking for more business. Ultimately, what does this all come down to? Businesses want more customers. They want more revenue. This is just a vehicle. This is a tool to get them that, and at the same time get you paid. Now, on that note, what I mentioned about deciding on one company, I want to make an addition to that. And this, believe me, I'm saying this from experience. Is you do want to have some people in your hip pocket. You do need to have some backups in case something does go south with a business, then you can, they don't pay you or whatever, or the relationship just sours, they just fade off or whatever. It's a good idea to have some sort of a relationship with another similar business that you can plug them into, and then you can create some competition that way too. And if something happens with business A, then you've got business B in the wings, and you can plug them right in. So it is a good idea not just to put all your eggs in one basket with this, especially if you're working with some higher end niches where the cost per customer over a period of a year may be several $1,000s. Those leads are valuable. Okay, and if you don't have somebody to fill the shoes of business A, and leads are coming in from those coupons, and then you're like, oh my gosh, I got nobody that's going to work with me on the leads. I got to go out and find another business to fill the shoes of business A. Well, what are those leads doing? They're growing old. Okay, they're growing old, and that totally dilutes the value of what you're offering because you want those leads delivered in real time. Boom, right through email, right to the phone, and that is the power of this type of system. So with that being said, that's why you do want to have some people on the back burner in the hip pocket, so to speak, that you can plug in if need be, especially if you're dealing with these niches where that lead has a lot of value. That lead is going to have tremendous value to that business owner. Okay.
Yeah, very cool. And Homero's got, man, you're on fire tonight, Homero, with great ideas.
Got a vapor train.
He brought up a good point too. If it's working with mobile home refinance company A in your city, and now you've got that proof, well, take it to mobile home refinancing company B in the next town over.
There
You
you
know,
go.
go deep instead of going wide. You know, as with anything. I mean,
Yeah.
that's and how easy is it going to be to sell to the next company when you've got the proof from the first company?
Right. As long as you're dealing with a niche that is maybe can be localized and there's enough business.
Right,
See,
right.
With the mobile home financing, we were kind of nationwide. So using that,
Sure.
that's a perfect example of maybe a heavily populated niche where it will warrant somebody working in that particular city or that state. Yes, absolutely. That's a great idea. Yeah, I mean, then you basically have some proof of pudding, and then you just go and take it to somebody else. Say, hey, I got this person signed up. Hey, let me show you my system, by the way, and I can sign you up right here. Here's what we do, or you can have them go to your landing page or whatever. But that does speak volumes, having that being able to show that.
There's our site right there.
Awesome. Awesome.
Well, it's real small right now, but I think your screen is minimized, or you're zoomed
yeah,
out or
back.
something. You're zoomed out, so it's real small.
Well, I'll show you guys this too. This will probably blow you away.
I'll show them the leads, some of the leads coming in. And
Yeah, and
exported.
Alejandro says,
We
so
call
can
these.
you, I'm sorry, go ahead.
These are the leads that came in from UREFI. These are all CPA.
Yeah, show them one. Click on one of those and show them. So they don't think we're making this up. These are all valid leads.
Awesome. Awesome.
And there's tons of them. How many are in there?
2,000 from just this.
Well, that's all.
from the last 2 years. 3 years.
Autopilot. No SEO on this thing either, man. It's just out there.
Cool. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. I gotta say, just judging by the question box here, and we got a bunch more questions to get to, but the natives are getting restless. They want in. They want in now.
Well, okay. Well, let me sweeten the pot a little bit more and show them what they did ask for this. So let me show them some of the templates real quick, and then we'll move along and show them how to get this awesome.
This is a but wait, there's more moment, you guys. Here's
That's
the
what it
coupon.
is.
Here's the coupon templates. Some
Okay,
of them.
I tried to amplify or expand this as much as I could. And as I mentioned earlier, these are already set up for Vistaprint and the high resolution. So, and with instructions how to do all this, and it'll be similar with other printing services, of course, to the high resolution image. And then you would be adding the coupon code here through their onboard editors. This just gives you an idea of some of the niches that are included here, and there's business card size coupons that you can hand out, or here's the one I talked about, $500 on your down payment, cleaning services, as well as postcard size, some of the blank ones. And you can see these are, some of them are niche related that you add your own wording to, and some of them are just general. Some are just general. So these are all included here. It's weight loss. I don't know if you can see that real clear here. Here's one for the medical industry, office cleaning. I don't know. Did you see these, Dave? Teeth cleaning?
Oh yeah. No, they look good.
Teeth cleaning, travel. I mean, there's a lot in here. Here's the template for Vistaprint. I don't know why that's blank.
Hey, Chris, they could take
So-
screenshots of those, and if they have GPS mounts, so they can use a push notification on those, couldn't they?
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. So that's
Yeah,
just a little sampling.
And you can bring these into Paint.net or GIMP or whatever you're using and customize them any way you want, too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But see, the way I said it, I mean, it's just an image. You can do whatever you want with it. You can add, and you can just type in right over top of it. But I wanted to make it so people could say, well, all right, Vistaprint's probably the most popular printing service, so I wanted to create it so where they could just upload this image to that service and already be formatted the way they want it. And again, that's going to be similar to what other printing companies require. That's they're going to be kind of the benchmark in terms of what they require inside the size of the image. And just add your website address and then your coupon code right in there, and you're done.